faster than 60 miles an hour.
There's no way. Yeah, no, I'm not making it. It's about to hit this farm.
It's literally moving fast. How fast?
I'm right on it though.
I see you right there. Look south. Hold on.
Taking this dirt
Yeah,
road.
yeah, look
Taking
south.
this dirt road. Oh, you're right behind me.
This thing is moving
I'm
incredibly
somehow
fast. I'm not
going
gonna lie.
faster than it when I'm on pavement.
I mean, yeah, you're going 100, and this thing's moving at like 70.
Well, actually, I'm doing like 60.
I'm doing 60 as well. This thing is moving extremely
I
fast.
think
Not gonna lie.
Dominator 3 would be able to go faster. You think all these vehicles would be able to go faster when they're on dirt? It's just, in real life they can, but you typically don't because you don't want to end up in a ditch.
Okay.
It shifted towards me? Did it shift towards me?
Okay, I actually may have. Oh crap! I'm not gonna be able to intercept because the thing is literally right in front of me, like by like 50 yards.
I'm deploying.
Okay, this thing's actually getting close to me. I'm still not gonna be able to.
North. That was a little too far north.
All right. I'm not gonna be able to intercept though. I'm not gonna be able to intercept.
I'm intercepting. We're inside of it. Hang on. It went right over us.
Oh, trees! Look at trees!
Oh, trees! Trees down. Oh, that's nice. That thing's. Oh, it just threw a tree. I'm glad I deployed.
It's throwing pretzels.
What's up, dude?
Okay, now I'm just getting bored.
Getting bored again?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a wedge, but it's still a nice tornado. It might hit. Waukesha.
I mean, it's pretty long lasting.
If it continues this track, it's gonna hit Waukesha.
Yeah.
How are you lagging behind me?
I don't know.
You were doing 60, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing 60, and I passed you. I guess it's some desync or something. I'm going to take this pavement, and I'm going to get on County Road 9. You might want to follow me. It's not going to cross this dirt again.
This thing seems actually pretty long lasting.
Very.
It is like doing a Dodge City, because you know how Dodge City was dying, but the tornado wanted to stay alive.
When you refuse to die.
It was refusing.
I like how this door doesn't look like Dominor's door. It looks more like Tiv 2's front door. I don't know, I guess it's...
Finally, I'm moving fast now! Finally!
Finally, something that's not totally 60 miles an hour.
That entire long dirt road.
Yeah.
Oh, this is midnight style.
What? Backroads chasing?
No, this purple sky. Purple
this
sky with this skinny pipe tornado.
Oh,
and
there's a tornado. It's probably gonna hit Hazelton. You want to go for that one? This one's dying.
yeah, sure.
All right, flipping around. Just keep going on that road. And then drop south when you reach Hazel.
I really want to play Gary's mod. I really want to.
Yeah. It's just the frame rate, man. You are not doing max speed in that Dominator.
I am.
You are not. There's no way. You would
Yeah,
have.
I'm 100% sure I am doing 100 miles an hour.
There's no way.
There is a way.
I mean, I guess if there's a will, there's a way, but I got my thumbnail. Oh, look at the rope out! Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that was incredible.
Dude, they did a great job on that.
I don't get. For me, it's so weird for just seeing a tornado lifting back up into the clouds, because I normally see tornadoes just rope out.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I mean, I guess it would be a little hard on the Roblox engine. But then again, by that logic, how would you be able to run this game? This game is
Well, how
like
about
pushing it to the limits.
how about you just make the tornado so skinny, and then
Well, yeah,
make it
like that's how
disappear?
they. That's normal. Sometimes those thin tornadoes they do rope out like that, but you really can't predict how a tornado's going to rope out because there's factors that go into it roping out. It's a warm moist air supply has to be cut off, right?
Yeah.
It has to be cut off, and then that's when it fizzles out. That's that nice fizzling out motion, or the storm just loses its intensity.
Yeah, kind of like the battle tornado, like how it roped out. You just see that like it was like a stovepipe when it roped out. So basically, it was like this large funnel just dropping
Oh, I see it over the hill. It's a cone.
to the ground, and then
You
it
got a cone on
just
the ground.
so I don't think. Yeah, but oh yeah, yep,
There's no
Dixie Alley
way.
moment.
There's no way you're doing 60.
I
Or there's no way you're doing 100.
yeah.
I am smoking you in Dominator 2, and this thing only goes 100. There's no way. Something must be wrong. You might just want to teleport to, like, if you have the fire rescue pass, you can just teleport to the thing, to Hazleton, and then go from there.
No.
I see a bunch of YouTubers do that, and I'm like, bruh, listen. The game is based on forecasting where you predict the storm is going to form, where you predict the tornado is going to go, and driving there and getting an intercept. It is not teleporting around just to get some good YouTube footage. I don't think anybody would like just seeing people like, oh, there's a storm in Hibbing, let me just teleport there real quick. What? No. Drive there. It makes it better. And if you don't like it, just cut it out of the video.
I know, I'm like, that's just the lazy way.
Yeah. I'm about to get the intercept, by the way.
Because I really don't teleport, really.
I'm about to get the intercept, by the way.
Dixie Alley moment. I'm literally doing a Dixie Alley moment. I can't see it, but just the wall cloud. It's literally just,
Bro,
I'm literally
real?
over a hill. I literally just see trees,
I think I'm gonna
hill,
use,
and the wall cloud.
This dirt road.
It's literally like Dixie Alley.
Okay, we're doing this, we're doing this.
Hope Hazleton gets
drop
hit.
it, drop it down.
Drop it down!
Oh, it's right on top of us! Oh, you're gonna love this footage when you see it. Oh, tree! Don't hit me, tree! Oh.
I'll probably recommend start recording now. I'll probably just recommend.
Tree right now?
I'll probably recommend start recording. I'll probably recommend that. Just start recording. So.
I am already. I've been recording.
Okay, that's good.
50, 60, 70. Max is like 80. Can we get 80? 80? No? 70, 80? Yep, we got 80. Gotta get 81 going. 81 going. Oh, we want this going twice. Sold! Dominator 2. 80 miles an hour. I might hit some towns. I might hit some. Like the south side. Or the western side.
I'm driving straight through it.
Are you actually?
104. 104.
Oh, I didn't get that. Wind speed. Are you actually
max?
Right now?
Yep. I just grinded like a couple $1,000s.
Oh, a transformer just rolled across. And I'm not talking about Optimus Prime. I had to make a joke. Okay, I think I know a way to intercept this, but I'm going to ignore that way. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that way because it's not the right way.
It's dying anyway, so.
Well, we're going to see if we can get back into it real quick. This tornado's not done yet.
Actually,
It's got strong inflow.
it's
14 miles
moving
an hour.
incredibly fast.
Oh, hey,
It's
look,
more
there's
fast
Dom
than the
3
last.
again. We must be having some mechanical issues.
The Dom 3 isn't okay right now, so.
Dom 3 is basically Dom 1 from 2011. Right now. Hey, don't take that road. That road ends.
I know.
Oh, wait, no, this one doesn't. Oh, yeah, it does.
Nah, man. Dominator 3 is like Dominator 3 is currently the 2009 version.
Hey, no, 2009 Dominator, it never broke down. It
Yeah,
never had an
true.
issue. The
I
only
did
issue
not.
was that one time when David drove it into the ditch when they couldn't see. That's the only issue that happened with it. It never broke down, it never got a flat tire, and its brakes never went out.
Yeah.
Like they did in
I think,
Mississippi.
yeah, I think the only games that only have the original version of Dominator 1 is only Project OC. That's the only
And this
one.
one. Oh wait, no, this one doesn't
No,
have it.
I'm talking about 2009.
Yeah,
But they should
2009.
really add.
They should.
Yo,
Like,
Twisted should really add the original version.
you know how people were talking about adding Dominator 1 and Dominator 2 as starting chase vehicles? They should do that for the 2009 version of Dominator. It's a starting chase vehicle. It doesn't cost too much. And it can't really withstand anything above, what do you think, 110?
Oh, really? Well, really? Dominator 1, like the original one, it can withstand winds up to 130 or 120.
Look for it. Like, I wouldn't push it anything above 130. And that's just for safety reasons.
I think for me, I think like start, uh,
That's roping
the
out.
minimum threshold, I think the minimum threshold, um, like when you're max, like when you're undeployed, I think you should get lifted at like 100.
Well, for any of these chase vehicles, especially ones that have a high profile, like let's say Civ 2, even though it's heavy, if you like the threshold for it, let me look at the threshold before I look like an idiot. The threshold, the minimum threshold, which means what it can take without being deployed, is 135. No, I get it's a 1,500,000 pound tank. But 1,500,000 pounds, it don't matter when you're getting blasted with 135 mile per hour winds. You're going to get lifted anything above 120. Like, this is a high profile vehicle. It's going to get, the wind gets underneath it, and it's going to lift. It doesn't have, it's going to roll, not lift up off the ground like Jesus rising. It's going to flip. The front's going to flip, or it's going to topple over. That's what's going to happen to it. Now, I get why they're at 135. It's just for gameplay reasons, like you can drive into it. But like, for me personally, they didn't do this too well. They need to make it to where you can drop all of the airbags, all the spikes at the same time, like you can in real life. You can do that in real life. You can drop everything at the same time. Hey, follow me while we talk. You can drop the hydraulics. You can drop the side flap. You can drop the front flap. The back, which you don't see them deploy, but you can drop the back. That's a panel that you can drop. You can drop that. You can drop the right flap, and you can drop the spikes all at the same time. It's going to strain on the vehicle's battery and possibly the hydraulics a little bit, but it's made to do that. In the show, in Storm Chasers, they do that. They drop it all at the same time. You can literally, I'm pretty sure there's a scene in it where you can see Marcus grab all 5 of the levers and just hold them down. The Dominator had that glitch again. And you can drop that down. And for like, there's a D3 that has the spikes now, doesn't it? Doesn't it like? Oh, actually no. They did that right. They actually did that right because it has to drop the airbags and then it puts a spike in the ground at like 4 or 5 inches.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Like,
okay,
there's just
okay.
so many things that I like. Me knowing these developers are like lazy. It's not being smart. It's just being lazy at this point because
Yeah,
they
well,
admitted to not putting in indicators because nobody would use them. Well, like we get that nobody. We barely use the headlights. Like I see people driving around. Like look at radar back there. No headlights on. It's not rocking with the headlights on. And I see people driving around with the headlights off all the time. And if you're going to go with things that we don't use and they're using that as an excuse, nobody use. There's no point in using the name for that dirt road, Helma. There's no point in that. We gotta turn around. There's no point in using that. And trying to go on a rant here, trying to figure this out. There's no point in Helma right there. There's no point in that. There's no point in Mizpah. There's no point in Sire. Nobody ever goes there. Nobody talks about that. Unless something's near there. Let's see. Useless roads. Useless road options. Let's see. That.
okay,
What is that?
okay, like hypothetically, if they actually add like the original 2009 Dominator, how much would you think it would be? Because me personally, I think it would be like $60,000 or like $50,000.
It would go for 60,000. Me personally, that's what I put it at. Because, like we're saying, it's going to be a starting chasing vehicle.
Mhm.
Which means it's not going to withstand anything above 130. Nothing above 130. The max threshold would be about 100 miles an hour because you got all that weight on it, and it is very low profile. The way Reed designed it, there's a rubber, like let's say this was the Tahoe. There's a rubber that goes down to here. Now that's very low profile. It made for terrible performance in the field, but it's low profile. Basically Civ 1, but without as much metal. And it's full-wheel drive. And it's not long. And it doesn't have a turn.
Mhm.
Though it does have that little dome that you can stick a camera in and just turn it with your hand. That they barely ever use. Except they did record it once. I do remember seeing that.
Yeah. It was in the Goshen County, Wyoming episode. I think it was Goshen County.
Yeah, I think so. It's that one that they got a direct hit on. Well,
I
they
think it
actually
was
they
Goshen
say
County.
that, but they got like multiple direct hits with that thing. They had that one in that EF3 that was rated EF3 after it like demolished some houses and took down power lines. And the discover, I'm pretty sure you don't ever see this because the show's focused on storm chasers and not the Discovery Channel personnel. But I'm pretty sure the Discovery Channel people were flying down the road when they saw that thing turn around. I don't know how they kept up with that, bro. I would have like just died. And I don't think anybody's watched like barely ever remember the earliest episode of Storm Chasers. Because like I said, I went back and I watched the whole series. Marcus actually got caught in one that the whole crew was running from. Because in season 2, it was just Sean, Josh Orman, the TIV team, the scout teams, and there was nobody else. Marcus back then was just a medic for the Dow team, so he was in a separate vehicle. He had got caught at a traffic light, and he got caught in the tornado. Now you guys know why we don't stop at traffic lights in the game. One, there's no point in it, and two, nobody does.
And plus, it's not really role playing anyway, so.
I mean, nobody roleplay. Well, I say that, but I've been on several servers where people try to roleplay, but everybody just ruins it. I've actually had someone join the game and try to roleplay with me. I'm like, listen, dude, I get you want to roleplay, but like, not kind
Role
of.
playing to me is cringe. Role playing to me is cringe.
Well, not really.
I mean, on certain games,
like,
though, on certain games.
But like I think I said this before. I don't like role playing in Roblox for several reasons. One, if you're gonna have like a community and you're gonna make a game for it, you always have the annoying kids that come in and act like they run the show. And I'm like, no. Hey, we're gonna sit here. This tornado's gonna come right for us. But like, you always get the annoying kids that think they run the show, and then you got Roblox. Roblox itself, it like limits what you can do. And now, since they got sued by that music company, they're giving people like a few days to replace all the audio with stuff that they own.
Yeah, I mean, that just sucks. I mean, why is Roblox
That's just building a game. But like, you can find games like Berkeley County. I don't really like it, but Liberty County, and any other role-playing game. And then you got people that fail RP. And I'm not trying to be the kid that screams, "Oh, FRP, FRP!" But like, come on, is it hard to think? Well, in real life, what would I do? Like, you're not some superhero with magical powers in a realistic roleplay. And then going back to Twisted, you can roleplay this game. It's just going to be unpredictable. Now, there goes my rant. We're gonna get hit by this tornado, and I'm pretty sure they just started an event in the server. What's the risk right now?
marginal.
Marginal. Okay, it shifted north, so follow me.
Okay, hold on. Alright.
We're gonna intercept on a dirt road. I hope you like dirt.
I do, and I do enjoy dirt.
I love dirt.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, like remember like the last time that I was
in this game, dirt it like has no physics except slowing down your vehicle. But in real life, if we would be chasing
like
in the Dominators right now, and we decided to take this very muddy road in this high precipitation thunderstorm. Yeah, right about now. Watch when I turn on this road. Right about now. Well, Scratch would be driving into the ditch. Right about now, I would be sideways if I wasn't a four-wheel drive. And if I wasn't a good driver, I'd be in a ditch.
I wish games like Twisted, I wish they added this.
Yeah, like the dirt roads that like
this. Like look at me. Like
yeah,
look at
for
me.
real. Like, well, not like shake your car and move it from one side of the road to the other. I'm talking like actually have some physics, some sliding physics, where basically you know those games that have like the treadmills and stuff.
Yeah.
Take that, but slow it way down, and have it only apply to the rear set of tires. Because in reality, if you're driving a rear-wheel drive vehicle, the rear wheels are trying to push the front tires out of the way. Because it's trying to move weight to the side so the rear tires can move. Also, we missed it by like a few hundred yards. Anyways.
I wish the sliding could be like a little bit permanent. Like you know how like some storm chasers, like, once they're sliding, but like they're kind of just sliding, and then they're like no. I wish they like got you that feeling in the game. So I kind of wanted.
Yeah, so, going back on the rant, they need to add some physics, because IRL, wasn't D2 full drive?
I think so, yeah.
Anyways, but Dominator 3, that's two-wheel drive, because it's built off of a Ford F-350, which is a two-wheel drive truck with a two-wheel drive transmission. It's a diesel, but it's two-wheel drive, and you gotta think about it. The higher power output of the vehicle, it's the higher power output that's going to the rear wheels, which means you're going to have more force trying to push the front end of the vehicle off the road. Now add that equation with the wind, the weight of the vehicle, and the angle of the road. Like, these games, they don't they're normally in flat land. But like if you're chasing somewhere in like South Dakota, North Dakota, some places in Kansas,
Wyoming.
yeah, Wyoming, Colorado, those places have very windy roads and they're on uneven terrain. So like where you see we're on flat land and we're on a muddy road, that's treacherous enough. But when you're on a muddy road in a two-wheel drive vehicle, there's a wind, there's a high wind. I'm talking 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts pushing you to, I don't know, let's say the left, pushing you to the left all the time, and then you got wind, rain, hail, and all that factoring in, plus the chaos of being chased by a tornado down the road. You then have to factor in the angle of the road. So like, think.
Alright, so are we going to Funkley or Hibbing? Or are
We
we going
gotta
to
go
stay
to
the night?
Hibbing, I gotta get gas.
Are we going to stay the night there or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. The storm's dying, so there's really no point in going north.
And plus, yeah, well, it's already 3 a.m., so we'll be sleeping by now.
Oh, I'm almost out of gas.
I mean, if you want to stay at Hibbing, then sure, yeah.
I like how I typically rant whenever I play Twisted. It's just sometimes the developers, they just take me off. It's like you have such a great game and you have so many opportunities. You have a smart team of developers, but you're not pushing them to their max because you're being lazy and you don't want to see what the Roblox engine can handle. Like, see what it can handle. It can handle
they're busy.
more than this. There's people that like make hyper-realistic games, like that one dude that made that one game that we used to play. It's called a Tornado Central.
Oh yeah,
that's a hyper-realistic game.
Yeah, Meat.
It's still work in progress, but the dude was only working on it for like what, a few months, and he had that tornado, or like 20 different tornadoes, which touched down, and they had really realistic damage. They had realistic looking particles. You can go back and look at the playlist. I had a few videos on that. But then again, this game, I'm not lying. It looks amazing. Like the storms look amazing. The cars, though very minimalistic, they do look good, at least on the exterior. And the deploying, some of it's correct, though I would rework it. Going back to being lazy. TIV clause. TIV 1, wasn't TIV 1 like one of the first intercept vehicles they added? TIV 1. Alright, so, James, I'm gonna let you answer me on this one, since, you know, they can't really answer.
The first intercept vehicle, TIV 2, yeah, it was
It was TIV 2 and Dominator 3, and then they added TIV 1. But either way, so,
no.
you think, hold on,
Oh, they add. Listen. I have to say something. I think it was I think it was 1.16. I think they added Dominator 3, Tiv 1 and Tiv 2. That's when they because that's when all three of them came out.
But going on to my point, when you think of Tiv 1, what do you think of?
Think of a classic. I think of a classic Tiv that is 14,000.
Like, what do you think of on looks?
I think of it when I see it. It's white. It has claws, but don't have it.
Keyword claws. You just said claws. Now, if we look in the Chaser warehouse, Chaser warehouse, there are no claws on Tiv 1.
I mean, they're using the 2005 version. They're just using the 2005, but the 2005 version.
Listen, had claws.
Yeah, but in 2005 and 2003, there was no deployment. It was just heavy.
Yes, but when it was built, when Sean fully built it to drive into a tornado, he added the claws for safety, so he could deploy them. And while the armor may deflect a little bit of the wind, he wanted to be anchored. so he wouldn't
And also,
die.
yeah, and also, just I'm just saying, the National Geographic Channel recommended him to add those.
It's Discovery, not Natural
Yeah.
Geographic.
I'm sorry, I get confused
But
over those.
either way, you are not going to intercept a tornado with 100 and max wind speeds of 170 mile per hour in just something that's heavy. Semi trucks are heavy. They have a low. We're going to discard the fact that they have a high profile. Semi trucks, very very heavy. But guess what? They
So
get
easy to tip
rolled.
over.
They get picked up in anything above 150. Now this TIV weighs 100 and what? What do you think? 140,000 pounds?
Oh, Tiv 2, no. Wait, Tiv 1 or Tiv 2?
TIV one. We're talking about TIV one
One
right
weighs
now.
over 14,000 pounds.
Okay,
14,000.
14,000 pounds. Now, 14,000 pounds. Phew, let's see, 14,000 with a wind speed of one. We're gonna try 150. Let's say the vehicle is down. Now, on Civ 1, really, the only airbags it had was on the front end and in the middle, and it dropped. The rear end didn't really go down at all. Have you seen from any pictures of the vehicle being deployed? The front end is just down and the spikes are deployed. Now, that's a real safety issue. The back end is very it's going to lift, and then that goes again. We're gonna spawn it. Oh wait, no, I gotta buy it first. Here, you have Tim one bought. Why don't you spawn it in real quick?
Oh, yeah. And since we were using it back in August, remember?
Yeah,
Those great moments.
yeah, the good old days.
Yeah, when I was using my grandma's PC at the time.
Yes. Oh look, it's broken.
Uh,
Oh, there's a safety issue.
Come on, Tiv. I think Tiv 1 hates us right now.
You gotta wait a second. You can't just spam it. There you go. All right, now you see, I told you, the front end is the only thing that goes down. Watch what happens when you deploy the vehicle, though.
The entire thing goes down.
Thing goes down. They're trying to make it look good. Now, in reality, nowadays, I think it's what Livestorm Media have bought Civ 1 and they're currently refurbishing it. They've already done Civ 2, but they're refurbishing Civ 1 to make
I
it
thought
better.
Livestorm's Media actually had Tiv 2, actually.
They do, and they bought Civ 1.
Okay, yeah.
Now, I believe they're not done with it. They're still working on it. But the whole thing doesn't go down. They're trying to make it look like this thing was made back in 2000. What do you think? 2002. It's
Yeah.
built off of a 1996 Ford F-150 square body. They stripped it. They cut it down to its frame. They kept the transmission. They kept the diesel motor, and it's two-wheel drive. That means just this part. Only these two wheels are powering it. This is a dually, but only these two wheels are powering it. This is pushing 14,000 pounds. The max speed in the game is 100. I don't think they ever pushed this thing. I don't think they'd be able to get this thing over 90.
Mm.
But then again, going back to my argument, it would not be safe. This vehicle, in reality, you can't get into a tornado with 150, anything above 140, without some sort of anchor. Like that Dominator 1, before they added the spikes in 2010, they intercepted that EF4 on the highway, and it blew them all over the
The
highway.
Wadena? Oh, yeah, the Wadena EF4.
That EF4, it blew them all over the highway. Now, that's why you need spikes. See, this game, like, I know it's realistic, and I'm kind of asking a lot, but it's put... once you deploy, it keeps the vehicle in place. Like, it kind of locks the vehicle down until the game detects that the tornado has reached the max wind speed. the threshold of the vehicle, and then it like unlocks the vehicle, and then it throws it.
It throws.
It just like throws it.
What? Okay, what should I think for that? Is okay. So what? Okay, what is near the max threshold? They should be. They should start moving a bit.
Yeah,
Like they should start shifting.
that's the thing. I mean, they had screen shake, but screen shake goes for every vehicle, and you don't even have to be anywhere near the condensation.
Screen shake is annoying, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I normally turn it off and all that. But the vehicle needs to do this. Like, I can do this with my keyboard. It needs to start shaking, and then the front needs to start bouncing. You know that scene in Into the Storm where they intercept that massive EF5? Totally not a good movie, by the way. I haven't seen it, but I've seen some clips. But like,
oh yeah, they were. Oh yeah,
where it starts bouncing up and down, mainly because it was attached to a winch. It starts bouncing up and down, and then it just like lifts off and gets thrown into the air. Like, it kind of needs to do that, but like maybe in a Roblox format. Like, I'd say just like have it shake. You know how like when you're in the editor and you're like building with building blocks, and then you go into the game to make sure it's all anchored down before you upload it, and then the whole thing just starts shaking because you didn't disable the collisions on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it kind of needs to look. And I get they're kind of getting pushed a lot because Roblox, like I said, they got sued, and now Roblox is making every creator replace all the audio in their games, which was totally stupid move. Like, they got sued by a few, like it was like one or two it was one or two song producers, because people, like kids in the game, they had like the boom boxes and the audio ID for the thing, and the songs that they were using, you have to pay for them. But like people got the song ID, and they put it into the boom boxes, and then you could listen to it for free. Like, it's dumb. Honestly, I don't think.
I mean, so that means like no rain sounds, no hail, no tornado, no anything.
Well, they have to replace it all and replace it with their own. What basically
Yeah,
Roblox is making
so
it
basically, if they're gonna have to make
you
it,
can't use a sound unless you have the copyright over it. Like, you have to ask somebody, and they have to give you like a proof that you're allowed to use it.
or like you're gonna have to make it yourself or something.
Yeah. I like how we're just ranting until storms come. Alright, what else is like wrong with this game? What do you think? Like, you think something with the thermodynamics? The thermodynamics. There you go.
We should add more busts.
Yeah. Oh, look, storm. We should go to that. You want to stay at Tiv 1? Or do you want to...
I'm just gonna ride with you for now.
You want to switch vehicles?
I'm just gonna ride with you. How about that?
Don't you have Dow?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ride with you.
Bet. Alright, bye Tiv 1. Love you.
Bye.
It's the OG. You gotta respect Tiv 1.
Yeah, that was the first.
Even though we were yelling at it about not having claws, listen, it's still a good vehicle. Like, in reality.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first. Because that was our first vehicle that we ever used.
In reality, in 2007, 2006, when they first started chasing in the Discovery Channel, it wasn't Tiv's fault that it never got an intercept, because that thing never broke down. It never broke down. And it only got stuck in like 2009 when Sean, or who was the dude driving at the time? What's his name?
I know he had orange hair.
It was the first driver, the dude that normally drove Tiv 1. He put it in a ditch by mistake because they were on a muddy road. But that's like way after they stopped chasing with Josh. When they were chasing with Josh, the major events that happened was bad forecasting on Josh's part, because they missed that Mayfield tornado, the Mayfield.
Literally,
Because
Sean Casey.
Sean
Casey was predicting
called it.
Greensburg.
Sean said, "I want to go down here," and then Josh is like, "No, storms are gonna fire up over there." You know, Sean had a contract where he has to follow Josh's lead, so he had to follow Josh's word. And then, sure enough, like that evening, a tornado like completely wiped off Mayfield, and that was the Mayfield, or not Mayfield. What was it?
Greensburg. Remember, it was Greensburg.
Yeah, Greensburg. I keep saying Mayfield.
Sean Casey literally recommended Greensburg, but Josh said, "Nah, let's go up north."
Josh
and then
said,
literally
go north, and so they had to go north, and they didn't catch anything that whole day, and they decided not to turn back until
imagine
they
the
heard,
data.
until wasn't it
imagine-
Josh got the phone call from another chaser that the tornado had struck?
Curtis. Yeah, Curtis.
Yeah,
Remember
Curtis.
him?
And that
That's
like it
Josh.
was never the tip one's fault. It was always reliable. It never broke down, even though being what that truck was like 20, 30 years old. It never broke down.
Mhm.
And you gotta think, those old Ford engines, they were reliable, but like I think it's something in the transmission that was bad. And but with the added 14,000 pounds of steel that's on that truck, it never broke down. That's incredible.
Yeah.
People hate on Fords all the time, but guess what? Civ 1 was a Ford, and that thing was incredible. If it was built better to better withstand stronger winds, that truck, it would go. And just make it full-wheel drive, it would go. I don't think Sean would ever have to have a Civ 2. Now, going back to that, there was this one episode where they could have Sean again was going against Josh's forecasting, but what it was, they were on the correct storm, but Josh's radar was messed up, and he finally got it to work again. But where the chasers were seeing the tornado, Josh was seeing it in the opposite direction. So he was saying, "No, the rotation's over here. So go over here." And then he realized when he was fixing his radar, he forgot to set the coordinates back up to the correct function. So, link behind this.
Only thing I don't like about Josh is
Yeah.
his bad.
Well, it's not that he's a bad forecaster.
I
It's
know.
that he had a little bit too much pride in his radar trucks. His radar truck, he took pride in that. And like any man would, like, you take pride in what you can afford. But don't let it get in over your head. You don't trust some, like, back then radar was like decently new, and especially Doppler on wheels, that was basically never heard of. It's kind of weird to hear of, oh wow, this dude has like a military grade radar on the back of his truck. Like, when have you ever heard of that?
I mean, Doppler on Wheels came out in like the 1990s.
Yeah, but like it's very rare. And like a normal.
Yeah, but it's still new though. It's
yeah,
still,
it was still very new.
since like I mean like since like the 1990s. That's like 20 years old or something.
That's like
20,
30 years.
10 years old or something.
Maybe 10.
I mean that's still very new. I mean that technology that's new for that time. That's extremely new.
Yeah. Look up
Now you
Bubbles.
got, but now you got all these professional radars and like
Yeah,
all
like
these.
you can literally call up Barron's like, hey, I want a radar truck, and then like $300,000 later, you got yourself a Dow.
A mini
But that's
Dow.
how easy it is to buy something nowadays. And I'm currently being
Okay.
spammed in Discord.
That's same. I'm being spammed right now.
Yeah. We're trying to have a conversation here, people. What's going on in that Discord?
Who's doing this?
What is that?
Is it Connor? Okay, no. Who is it?
Wait, what servers? It's from your server. It's freaking that one dude we were talking about. Thou shalt not be named. Yeah, and it's not Nightwolf. We can talk about Nightwolf now.
Chairman.
He's not a
Chairman.
player anymore.
Chairman Hunton says,
Take us to road.
"Tomorrow, baby. Tomorrow, baby." What does he say called?
I think he said tomorrow maybe. But you know how autocorrect is.
Yeah.
You'd be like, maybe tomorrow, and then it'd be like, baby tomorrow. Man, this video is already 45 minutes long. I think the title of this one is just gonna be Ranting and Chasing with Radar.
Okay.
What do you think of, oh, touchdown, 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 that thing's on the ground.
Beautiful cone right there.
Tree on the ground, we gotta get ahead of it. Oh, look at that, it quickly grew. It's a thick boy now.
Nah, it's transparent.
Is that strong? How strong do you think that is? Hey, you're my navigator. Won't you start navigating?
I
like how I assign you roles and expect you to fulfill them without telling you. Well, you're sitting in the commander's seat, so, you know.
It's not always a commander seat.
Yeah. We might have to get, like, way ahead and drop down. We're already in the Winfield. We're in the bear's cage!
Might want to drop down at that intersection up there. Like right here.
What intersection?
Dirt intersection.
Oh,
no,
that intersection. Okay, I thought you meant, like, back from there.
Yeah, like, yeah. Yeah, right here.
No, we can get it. Okay, yeah, we gotta go. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it.
Told you that. Told you.
Hold on to the brake. Hang on to the brake. Oh,
hold on.
Right over.
Hold on. Jesus.
I'm gonna say now, in the intercept vehicles, first person is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like back when we were first started chasing this game, it was just like blocky tornadoes, but like now, it's like, hello.
I miss the old tornadoes. I miss them.
You looking fine.
To be honest, I miss the old tornadoes.
I do too, but I like the newer looks. It looks more defined, and it doesn't look like just a block. Plus, they have their own style. You know, all these Roblox games, especially ones back in like 2009. Like, they just had like the blocky form. Now Twisted has its own style. Plus, it's got rain wrap, and it's not like you're chasing in dry conditions.
I think what they should add. Okay, I'm just saying. But like, since we're like in the Minnesota, since we're like in the Minnesota, Wisconsin area, based on the game.
I know someone's gonna scream at me in the comments for not looking at the wind field. Like, I get it, but if I'm not like in an event for a server, like, I get you guys want to see the wind speed, but a lot of people just don't care. And there's always that, like, in one game, this dude's like, you gotta pay attention to your wind speeds, man. Like, I was in Tiv on that game, and I was in the turn. You can't read the wind speeds from the turn. You have to be in the driver's seat of every vehicle to get a wind speed on the mezzanines. That I get that.
I mean, the wind speeds can be
changed, but I'm trying to get cool cinematic shots for YouTube. I'm not trying to get those shots and put it on a server. That, like, the server I was talking about earlier that's making the event, or was gonna make the event, like, when I get it, if I'm recording for that, I will glance at I will keep my HUD on, but I want to remove the HUD, because this in the shot, it just looks all ugly. Like, I don't want the mini-map, I mean, I guess I could put it away, but you can't get rid of the deploy button, you can't get rid of the county you're in, you can't get rid of the hotbar, you can't get rid of this. If I could get rid of these, and keep the wind speed, I would, but I can't. So, I'm just gonna have to deal with this. Like, I wouldn't mind having, you see that touchscreen in front of you? I wouldn't mind having that read the wind speed, or they could actually put the laptop that Reed Timber has in the Dominator on the mount, and have the wind speed to read off of that.
True.
We won't have to deploy here.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah,
Alright, 1, 2, 4, 5 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Max is 20 outside. What do you think? We're like 300 yards from it? And see, I was thinking about this the other day too. Going back to the storm system and how it works. It works all beautifully, and honestly, there's very little I would change with it. But here's the deal. The game is focused in 3 counties. You got this county, then it goes over to this county, and then this county.
We got Wadena, Cherokee, and Beltrami.
Those are 3 counties that are in the game. This also goes back to the tornado watches and why they're not in the game. They claim that tornado watches are not in the game because the game is based on 3 counties. Now listen, the storms typically form outside of the map, right? And if they want this to be hyper-realistic, they should form outside the map, but they should die before they reach the edge of the map where they're heading, if that makes sense. So, what I'm thinking, they need to make it to where the tornadoes die as soon as they hit the border. That way, looking for another, this is again going back to realism, you wouldn't want to lead the 3 counties because this is where all the tornadic activity is happening. It's not happening anywhere else, it's just happening in the county. This is where the storm is going to be the most intense at. Now, anybody that's chasing tornadoes would stay here, though people that were like chasing for lightning, getting video of lightning, rain, and hail, and all that, they would be somewhere else. But this is like tornado chasers. This is a tornado chasing game. But I'm just saying they should form, like if storm motion was southwest or northeast, like it normally is in real life, it should form way out of the map at southeast. You should see it mature, and once it gets here, it would do its thing. But like, then again, it'd be like one of those weather simulators. But that's just like from a standpoint. It should form outside. It doesn't have to be like full maturity there and then just drop 100 tornadoes on the map. No, that's not what I'm saying. It should like grow. You should see it form outside, because that's normally how you see it. It forms, but it's not going to drop a lot of precipitation immediately, and it's not going to, be max right then and there. Also, it took the
yeah, and I also recommend is not like the hail core or like the core. It doesn't always have to be green.
Yeah, like let's look at the radar. Let's see what we're seeing right now. On the radar right now, it's foggy because it's where the radar is. But tornado, the TVS is red. Now, here's the thing. I know, like, I don't pay for my radar. I use the Barron Institute radar, which is critical weather intelligence. It's based out of I think Mississippi, and that's what I use. Also, there's a damage in Modena. But a lot of these chasers, they don't pay for their radars. They kind of use like free radars. But this game, it's showing pictures that you would pay for a radar to see, like the TVS. You normally don't get that on like a free radar. Like Gabe here, he pays for his radar, and he gets the TVSs and all that, and he gets to see where all the circulation is and stuff. So that's like you're paying for a storm spotting tool. Now, if you're a freelance chaser, you normally don't pay for that, unless you like Pecos Hank or something. But like you should have different radars on different teams. And I'm not trying to tell the developers what to do. If anyone's seeing this, I doubt they are, but like, get this. You, as a civilian, you wouldn't normally have this. Like me personally, I want to be a storm chaser, but even I know I'm not going to be able to convince anybody to pay $5 a month to see a radar that's shinier. But like, yeah, I lost my words. They should have like a downgrade of a radar. So like, if you're on, for say, if you're on the civilian team, you would have you would only be able to see the storm and the severe thunderstorm warnings and the tornado warnings, which are the only warnings in the game. You should see the storm, the warnings, and maybe a hellcore or something. But you wouldn't be able to see the exact inches of the hail and stuff like that. Now, if you're on a storm chasing team, you would be able to see that, and same thing with Skywarn, you'd be able to see everything. Fire EMS is basically the same thing as civilian. You wouldn't be able to see too much. Also, we have a Hork. A Hork? The heck is a Hork?
Also, do you want to rate the damage in Rusia and Wadena?
Rusia?
They were hit.
Did it hit Rusia?
Yeah.
Okay, we're hitting the Wadena. We're gonna drop south. We might want to hit Adrusia first because it got hit head on. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure. But I think my rating. I'm just saying this. Since the houses are low bound, has to be like a high end DF3 max.
Also, I'm gonna show you where I got the intense tornado or something, or like I almost died at. So like, I was in Wadena and that huge EF. I'd say it was like an EF4, EF5. It was coming up. I took this road north, but the Dominator guy, he went down that road and he put his pro down. And he got a direct hit on him, and I mean it was direct. He's a really cool guy. He actually let me tag along in my vehicle. I got to follow him for a bit.
I feel like I know him, but I just don't know.
It's JB.
Two?
No, it's JB too.
Oh, okay.
He's a cool guy. Anyways, I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about the game and like radar.
You know, I think I've ranted enough. Why don't you start ranting?
What do you want me to talk about?
Well, like, what do you think needs to be changed?
They should definitely add a lot more to Dominator.
I mean, look at D2.
Look at D2. It's like the least popular and the least detailed.
I mean, it's the most popular Dominator, but it's the least detailed. Like,
D2, I don't really see anyone using D2.
Like in this game, no, because like nobody really wants to just use D2. I mean, there's Tiv 2 now. It's the better Tiv 2. Oh, damage. Oh, we lost traction. Would you look at that? A little bit of realism.
I mean, literally, like the only good Dominator, like literally was the most popular Dominator would be Dominator 1.
Yeah, I love Dominator 1. I was gonna buy it until like three of you decided to buy it. I'm like, you know, I'll be different. I'll be different. I missed the road because radar sucks. Wait, no, did I miss the road? Is this the road? I can't see. This is like a high precipitation mess.
Let me check my radar.
Am I too far north?
Hold on.
I mean, I see the image. I see trees.
Hold on, yeah. Just keep going east. Because I'm pretty sure there's a house up here. There's a house that was hit up here.
Okay, well, this road loops around, so we'll take this as a loop.
Yeah, because I remember Michael's house.
I see a house.
There's a house. Oh, yeah, there's...
Oh, yeah, look at that. Alright, we're gonna turn off ranting mode for a second, even though it might start up again. We gotta go in here and make sure there's not a body in here or something. And YouTube know my content is not for kids, so don't start screaming at me. Okay, I cannot bust the door down.
Okay, it has to be at least like low NDF1 damage here.
Low end DF1 here. I mean, it did kind of vacuum the roof off. Alright, let's roll. Nobody. Wait, what about the garage?
It was definitely.
Sometimes they spawn in at the weirdest spots. They'll like be inside the building or something. Okay, nobody there. Alright, we're good there. Alright, now we gotta go to Adrosia. Oh, that tornado ripped out, I think.
The main tornado. I mean, yeah, the main part of town. The main part.
Yeah, this is just like outside. It's not a town. It's more of like a small community. You know how like where I live, Concord, it's like a small community. It's not like a town.
Mhm. It's just some houses in one tight area. Just some houses in one tight area.
Just a bunch of houses. It's like an urban neighborhood.
It's basically like a suburb. It's basically like a neighborhood or like a or like a suburban.
Like an urban neighborhood.
Yeah.
Is it urban or rural? Rural. Yeah, rural's like out in the country.
It's basically like a trailer park, but in the middle of nowhere.
Well, like there's a trailer park down there where campers are set. It's kind of like a camping area, and where rich people stay.
Huh?
Because the mansions are right there.
Huh? Huh?
They're
level.
These trailers are gone. Oh, that's a piece of debris.
Yeah, they're leveled. Yeah, those houses are leveled. I mean, they're not swept, but they're leveled.
Yeah. I'd say, like, this right here would be, like, EF1. These fire lines are down, too. We gotta look for people.
Okay, this is like
I see a casualty in this building right here, and a casualty down the street. You take him, I'll go down here.
Jeffrey, no, not Jeffrey.
Oh, man. Oh, there's a person trapped.
What's his name? What's his name?
Alright, Richard. Richard's gone. Oh, and his wife, Barbara.
That's sad, bro. That's sad, actually.
Go check that house down there.
Alright,
and Karen. It's Karen! Look, I'm not joking. It's Karen!
Do you remember months?
She was to walked out the door to ask the tornado to see its manager.
Do you remember, bro? Do you remember joking around? Do you remember that time when you used to live here, and then you said that there was a Karen?
Hey, sorry to interrupt your Karen rant, but it's about to pull a Night of the Twisters on us, so we gotta go.
What?
The tornado. You know that scene where they go back to the house, and then
I do,
and the tornadoes come after them. Yeah, so we gotta go.
Also, do you remember that time like months ago when this was like your vacation house, and then you said that there was a Karen living next door?
Wait, did I actually say that?
But actually, you said that there was a Karen living next door.
I forgot about that completely. And the blue house was actually where I stayed.
Literally, you said that there was a Karen across the street from you.
I have big brain.
Bro, that was such a big coincidence.
Cherokee Village after this too. I think that got hit.
Bro, that was literally such a coincidence. That was such a big coincidence.
I forgot I said that.
You literally said that there was a Karen living in your neighborhood.
House, right?
No.
Okay.
But I'm really so shocked that you said that there was a Karen living in your neighborhood.
I said that. Bro, did you like that movie reference too? It's about to pull a Night of the Twisters on.
I am so shocked.
No, I love that movie and I love that reference. I literally looked behind us and I was like, guys, look over there. Like while you were talking, I was trying to be quiet. I was like, guys, look over there.
But I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked that you can't believe that you said there's a Karen living in your neighborhood, and then a tornado hits, and then Karen dies.
Karen gets stabbed by the tornado. Okay, so you want to off-road?
I just really want to see the. I really want to see the damage of Wadena though.
Okay, we can't off-road. That's too far in the grass.
We go. Can we? Oh. Wait, is this gravel?
That's gravel, and then it turns to grass. It's like a farm road.
We should add in more gravel roads.
Yeah, like all of this is dirt. I mean, some of the main gravel roads will be dirt. Some of the main dirt roads would actually be gravel roads.
See, I think one of my favorite roads.
Chandler didn't get hit at all.
I remember. Hold on. Let's go rate the damage in Wadena so we can see. Okay. I remember there was this one road, just southwest of Wadena. And it was this really skinny road. You know how like those mud roads turn into worse. Like like those two paths, like those two car.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. If you know what I'm talking about, like how they split into two.
No, I don't know what you're talking about now.
Okay, like
You lost me at split in two.
Like, okay, I'm gonna send you an image.
I don't think it hit here.
Oh,
never mind, it did. There's a house with a roof going. Multiple buildings damaged. There's a roof there. We gotta search for casualties. That's like another reason why we're here. That's the second part of the job. For people who think Storm Chase would just like come in and watch it kill a bunch of people. This is actually the second part of the job. For a second there, I thought you jumped out of the car when we were going, and I thought I lost you, but like I saw you jump out, and I was like, wait, never mind. I was about to ask you where you were. I ain't about to walk. Are you kidding me?
I was gonna walk over there, but I'm like, nah.
Nah, you tripping. I'm about to leave the car over there. Look, these people's lives matter, but like my legs matter too. What do you rate that house right there? You have 2? It didn't completely take it.
I'd probably say like low end EF3.
Yeah, that's me personally. Low end. No, I wouldn't go EF3. EF3 for me, I'd say like a few of the exterior walls would just be deleted. But the house is still standing. I just ran over a stop sign. I just ran over a kid's life.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think it hurt anybody up here. Okay, now we gotta go south. Direct me to the Cherokee Village. I think that other tornado hit it.
Hold on.
Should we go back through Chandler and just drop south?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta get gas.
I'm trying to find
the gas station.
Okay, I'm trying to find a dirt road that I was talking about.
You can't find it.
Okay, hold on. Let me just give you an example.
Also, that's another thing that they could add. I mean, it'd be really hard to add it now that I think about it, but they could add it to where flash flooding. They could like make some small valleys, like actually use the terrain editor like it was supposed to, and dig holes, and like dig like little valleys, like carve out valleys, like make little hilly areas like they did over by Hibbing. Or not Hibbing. What's the town called? Hazleton. Like they did over to Hazleton, but like valleys, small hills and stuff. That way they could add flash flooding. Because when you're on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, you're not gonna have like a lot of ditches, and fields kind of fill up like November. Just saying. I didn't take the right road, did I?
No.
Yeah, we'll take it anyway.
Okay.
Cherokee Village, we gotta go make sure that's alright. Then we'll go to Hiram, maybe. I'm not sure if it hit Hiram.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, so basically, the dirt road that I was talking about,
Continue.
It's a dirt road, It's like it's kind of like a split in half.
You mean like where flash flooding erodes the road?
Hold on. I'll just send you like an image or something.
Send me an image. I mean, people on the video won't be able to see it, but I'll probably be able to elaborate on it further. You mean like the hilly terrain? Oh, you
Just
mean farm? You mean farm roads? You mean like what he's talking about is those stereotypical Midwestern farm roads where it's only like the two patches of dirt wide enough for the tires of a tractor, and then that's
yeah,
just
then
that.
because see, look, wait. Okay, for a second, I thought that, because in Twisted there's only one road.
Yeah, there
You
is.
actually,
I've been on that road. There's only one road, and I think it's like over there or something, like northwest of us, and it only goes on for some time. It's like they thought, yeah, well, we put a little bit of detail in here, and then they just gave up halfway through.
they should add more roads like that. They should add way more roads like that.
Yeah, like not everything's just gonna have like flat dirt. Like, then Farmer John's not gonna come out there every morning with his road grader and just grade the road down.
Because they should
It's gonna
add a lot more
erode over
roads like
time.
that.
It's gonna erode over time, and since this game is modern day, it's gonna like. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna look like a pile of like the stereotypical Midwestern farm roads, and that's just what it's gonna look like.
Now, alright, now you just made me want to go on that road so bad.
Do it on your own time, man.
Okay.
Alright, well, we're gonna chase this storm down there near Hibbing, and then I gotta go, because I got school.
They got Skull,
Yeah. Of course, now we actually have to navigate around the river, so me being an idiot, we went to Cherokee Village to see if there's any damage, and now I gotta find a river crossing. I'm so used to not having to worry about the river. I think that was another reason why I got caught. Like, on this road up here. I'll show you where so, that tornado, going back to that tornado I was talking about to you earlier, that I was behind Dom 2, JB, and he was in Dom 2, and when he was probably right about at this intersection up here, I was in the windfield of the tornado, trying to escape, because I got caught out at the gas station. I was getting gas, and then I was leaving behind him. So when he was back there at the intersection, I was like a quarter mile behind him. Right up here at this bridge, I saw. You see that debarked tree right beside us? Not that one. It wasn't that one. Hold on. There's actually a dirt road there, but it's not. It's like it's on the map, but it's not there. Is that a bug? Hold on. Like, is there a dirt road there? Do you see that?
Let me check radar. Yeah, there's a dirt road like right behind us.
It's like right beside us now, but it's not there. Do you want to tell the devs about this one? Take some, all you have to do is take some screenshots and then post it in bugs and tell them dirt road on minimap, but not there in game. Just tell me when you have the screenshots.
I don't want to do it.
You can do it. You're fine.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine.
No.
Okay, I'll do it. Alright, screenshot 1. Screenshot 2. Okay. Just remind me before we leave to send that. Alright, so anyways, going back to...
A quick question, are you still recording? Are you still recording?
I have been recording because we've been just talking. Okay, we gotta hurry up because there's a rotation. Anyways, I was right about here and I got lifted. That tree that we just passed, I watched that explode. And then I just got...
So basically do like a Chips to Maris, but like a little different?
Yeah, I watched that tree explode and it's gone. Also, you see the Sneak power plant?
Yeah?
You see the concrete slab that the stuff's sitting on?
Yeah.
That's all that was left.
What?
And the developer said that that thing gets slabbed at 200 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. Yep. and everybody was going crazy about it. I'm like, what's so? And in my mind, I'm like, what's so special about the power plant going? And then somebody literally just told me, even though I didn't say anything about it, I don't know how this happened because the power plant gets slammed at 200 miles an hour. And I'm like, dang, bro, that's sick. That's gnarly, bro. Can you navigate me through this tornado?
200?
200, right around 200 miles an hour. That's when the power plant gets slammed.
Oh, normally in SCR, normally brick buildings in SCR, like brick houses, will get slabbed at like 250 or 220.
No, IRL, that's not realistic because an EO3 will just pulverize your brick building.
Yeah,
And an
true.
EO4 will relocate your house fairly and efficiently.
Uh-huh. Alright, just drop south. Alright, drop south. Yeah, drop south to the next road, and then just keep going south until you're in until you're in Helma, and then turn west on a 41, and then that's when we have a chance to deploy. So this thing may hit Hibbing. So
are you sure you want to drop down? Why don't we take County Road 10 west?
oh yeah,
and then go
that's
down to
true.
15, and then wait. And if it keeps on this trajectory, I'm doing the thing that Pecos saying to
Oh yeah,
trajectory.
trajectory.
It's path. Then we'll have a chance to intercept it on 10.
Friday the 13th. Remember
Also,
that?
don't clip the part where I ran off the road.
Wait,
That's why you don't radar and drive.
The storm chasing.
It's the storm chasing version of don't text and drive. It's don't radar and drive, kids. Radar and drive kills. You look at your little screen for a second. You realize you're in the dirt.
Well, you have to be alone though. You have to be alone.
Well, sometimes people like to look at the radar themselves. Like I looked at, like, I trust you, but like I like to look at it myself and make sure we're not making a mistake.
Debris ball.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, kind of like you know how Joel looks onto like.
Yeah, like Joel every now and then looked over and then he's like, "What? Just like you focus on the road, I'll look at the radar." And even though like that's when they were arguing back.
Mhm. Remember when he got kicked out of the vehicle?
Yeah, I watched that. Reed literally kicked him out in the middle of his countryside, and he didn't get picked up until a dude, one of their storm chasing friends, stopped on the side of the road. He's like, "Hey, yeah. Joel, what's happened? Oh, Reed kicked me out of the vehicle. Oh, okay. You need a ride? Yes." And the thing is, the Discovery, you have to think about it. The Discovery Channel must have just left one of their crew there to film Joel while the vehicle just like followed Reed. They must have just left the dude there. Like, oh yeah, Bill, you know how you want to watch the tornadoes? Yeah, we're gonna be sitting on the side of the road with Joe for a while. Or Joel for a while, not Joe. Okay, you want to keep forecasting?
Keep going west. Yeah, keep going west. Also, who do you think started the fight, Joel or Reed?
Well, both of them kind of. Okay, well, I think the tornado just shifted this way. Do you want to stay here?
Sure, yeah.
I need you to watch it. Really watch it. We can step out. I'm gonna put my probe here. In that case, if we have to move, we'll actually get something.
The graphics are down. Okay, never mind. Alright.
You want to put your probe down if you have any?
Okay, sure.
We gotta back up, though. I'm in the dirt again. What do you think? Right about here? Alright, put your probe down. Put your probe down right here. Like, right behind the vehicle. You gotta hurry up.
I have like 2,000 minutes.
You have a few seconds.
Ah, man, I don't have 2 seconds.
30 seconds. 15 seconds.
Okay, yep. For some reason, it said that it says that I have max probes,
It's a
but I don't.
glitch.
Okay,
Alright, we are going to sit. Tell me when to stop.
stop.
Right here? You think it's gonna happen right here?
Ah.
Here. We're gonna put our nose towards it. Right here. You sure?
Mm, uh, back up a little bit.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Alright, right here. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop it! Oh, it's strong. It's strong. We got a whole lot stronger. Do you want to change seats? That way I can, people won't yell at me and you can tell me the wind speeds. Oh, did it just lift? You're kidding me. Don't tell me it just lifted.
You said that it got stronger because it changed shape.
I thought it was getting stronger. It just roped out right before it hit us. Didn't this happen to Tiff one time? Isn't this
Yeah.
karma? This is what karma feels like?
Mhm.
Just right over us. Imagine it just dropped an F5 right on top of us.
Bro, imagine. Well, I think Tip actually did it, but like you know how like Josh in like one of the first episodes of Storm Chasers, you know how do you remember that time? I think it was like months ago, but do you remember that time when you were guiding me to the tornado, but we were right there, and then you're like, maybe not,
Well,
but it
it's
hit
because
right
it
when
was
we were.
shifting.
Yeah,
Is this your probe or my probe? Oh, this is my probe. Where's your probe at? Oh, you didn't put one down.
remember because of the glitch.
Yeah. Alright, well, this is going to be the end of this episode. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for
I
listening to us
highly
be
doubt it.
idiots for like an hour and 20
I
minutes.
highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
But, anyway, just remember, everything what we said is our own opinion. I'm not trying to force my opinion on you. And he's not trying to force his opinion. We're just putting our opinion. The developers have done an incredible job. And
Imagine the developers hear this.
the developers have done an incredible job of making this. I couldn't dream of making anything like this. Trust me.
Bro,
I can't,
imagine the developers are just watching this.
Either way, thank you for watching.
So also
You want to say goodbye, Gabe?
if the
Say
developers
goodbye,
are watching
Gabe.
this, also if the developers are watching this, hello.
I doubt it. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Okay.
Say bye. Bye.